there. What better way could we start the series than to talk about judgment? And I'm not talking about the last day judgment, no. I am talking about the judgment we all pass on each other on a regular basis. Judgment has suddenly become part of human nature. It's something that we suddenly do every day, don't we? We all do it. We hear of a story, maybe for example, as we see very rampant these days, teenage pregnancy. We hear of a teenage child getting pregnant and we have our brows raised to the roof. Or we hear of a child that takes drugs and our brows are touching the skies because we feel, oh, I'm better than that. So when you start hearing phrases like, I would never do that. Oh my God, you said she did what? That is when you know judgment is kicking in. And when we go to the Bible, it's so frightening how God just puts the reason why He's just told us not to judge each other. So, when we think of judgment, there are 5 things there. I think of the God, which is the God up there. I think also of the person being judged, so the judged. And the judges, all of us, all the rest of the world, except the person that's made the mistake. The disappointed. And I'm sure you're thinking, what's the difference between the disappointed and the judges? We'll come round to it. And obviously, a mistake. Now the mistake, I don't care what it is. As long as someone doesn't necessarily act in a way we expected, or they just do something that we deem wrong, it has become a mistake. It has been tagged a mistake, or maybe something that is not necessarily acceptable by the society. It will be tagged a mistake. Now the mistake has been made. News travel fast, don't they? They do. And the God up there knows that He has created us humans. Though we are of the Spirit, He knows we live in this flesh, and this flesh is weak. He knows the flesh is very weak, and He knows that we are prone to mistakes. He knows that we are prone to falling. I love Luke 6:37 when He said it so plain. Do not judge if you do not want to be judged. It is that simple. And that statement, if you read it very carefully, is basically saying you are all prone to mistake. You are all prone to falling. So if someone falls beside you today and you judge them, 100% sure that when you fall tomorrow, you will get judged. We do the reverse of what God instructs. We know the best in the type of our fellows' failure. I love this phrase I have for myself, which says, you do not know whose ways please God. And the reason why I like to tell myself that is because I feel like this person could be failing today, but I don't know if there's something that they do that just win God's heart, that I do not even know about. Maybe they do it in the secret. Maybe they're very charitable. Maybe they love with their hearts. Maybe they do things that just beyond human, that God just love, and he cherishes about them. And when He sees their mistake, He's like, okay, you've made the mistake, I'm going to scold you for it. You found yourself in a mess, but I still love you so much. And I could be there condemning this person, and God is looking down on me like, do you know how much I love this person? So that's why I try to tell myself, like, I don't know whose ways please God. So whatever I see about this person, if the gist is hot, Lord help me, I hope I don't mess up. The Lord knows what He's saying, and the Bible tells us that the power of life and death is in the tongue. Then that means that our words can either give life or kill. In fact, sometimes some people are such hypocrites. They would have gone through the same mess, made the same mistakes, and they will still find it so conveniently to judge someone else that's fallen in the same pit they once found themselves. And it's such a shame, because you would feel like if you've been through it, you should be able to help someone else through it. But it's not always the case with us humans. Please, let's tame our tongues. Let's put it under control. Let's make it a daily duty to give life with our words rather than kill with our words. Now, The truth is, the very, very plain truth is, you are being judged. And it's as simple as that. You are being judged. I love the way Albert Camus said, don't wait for the last judgment, because it comes every day. And that has two interpretations to me. It could mean that it meant don't wait for the last judgment, like the judgment day, because you're going to get judged every day. Or it could mean that don't wait for a last judgment. So don't think the judgment you receive this second is going to be your last, because you're going to keep getting them every day. And it's so true, because if you have been judged, if you have made a mistake, if you have fallen, if you have done something wrong in the eyes of the rest of the world, they will keep judging you. Or if you decide to sit on it, to hang around it, to wallow in self-pity, you're not going to move forward. How do you intend to correct the wrong impression they have of you if you don't move on, if you don't look forward, if you don't turn up to the next day? I'm not saying don't let the situation convict you. You have made a mistake. It's a mess already. Let it convict you. Cry about it if you need to. Beat yourself about it if you need to. But be very swift to move on. Be very swift to look ahead and look for opportunities to make yourself better, to bring yourself out of that mess and turn it into a message for others, a message that is worthy to live by. Let your comeback be a success. I'm not saying be proud of your mistake. I'm saying let the mistake drive you towards getting better. Let it make you a book that all others will read to live by, not a mistake to forsake. You know how they do say that time does heal wound? Time heals wound, alright? But it depends on what you do with the time. Time can heal wound in 2 weeks. Time can heal wound in 2 years. Time can heal wounds in 2 decades. What you want to do, your future is in your hands. So get up today. Surround yourself with people that can love you. A lot of people will leave you, but the ones that love you, to hang around you, please utilize their love. Make sure you speak to them, communicate with them, let them understand how they can help you, and you get on your feet as well. And don't return to your mess. Do not return to your vomit. Falling sometimes is almost inevitable, but doing the best to avoid a fall is the best way to go in life. Who are the disappointed? What makes them different from the judges? The disappointed are like the parents, the close relatives, the people that the judged person deems to have a say in their life. They are the ones that I cannot classify as a judge. Although they might in a way be judging the person, but it's because they saw something better for the person rather than just merely passing a judgment on them. So it's a feeling of disappointment. It's a feeling of, oh, I had so much high hopes for you. Why did you feel this way? What happened? Where did it go wrong? I did my best, to keep you on track. And sometimes it's even them blaming themselves, like maybe it's my fault, maybe I didn't do enough, and they feel so sad about it. They feel so sad. They feel like they are failed in their responsibilities to make sure that glorious future they saw for you, or they saw in that person, or that great expectations that they had, it's just been wiped away. I know it must be painful. I know you must in a way be condemning yourself as well, saying, what did I do wrong? I think I did my best. I think I gave it the best shot I could. Yes, you did. And that they've made a mistake doesn't mean that bright future is out of sight. No, it doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that they can't still be that wonderful, successful child. There might have been a delay to it. It doesn't mean they have been entirely denied of that glory. So please, when you beat them for it, when your words beat them for it, when you're angry and you say, I've done all I could for you. What else did you want? How could you fail me this way? When you do that, please keep it to the minimum. Do it so that they understand, but let the mess convict them. While you're passing your message to them, do it and make them understand that you still love them through your conviction. Tell them how disappointed you feel. But let them understand that you are also there to help them move forward. Let them understand that they can't remain in that position, so that you won't be the one that will be responsible for entirely killing that great expectation you saw, that or you had for them in the bid to express your anger or your disappointment in them. So that's Judgment we've been talking about today. I hope it has blessed someone. If you're happy to share your experiences, feel free to put them down below in the comments. Let's all help each other grow and make this journey through life a united course. Bye bye.